Dan Bilzerian just revealed what's destroying modern men's chances with women. I'm going to show you the exact framework Chris and Dan discussed that flips attraction on its head. This isn't pickup artist nonsense. This is real skill building that makes you genuinely attractive. By the end, you'll have a practical system you can use today in any interaction. And if you stay until the end, I'll reveal the one skill Dan believes separates men who chase from men who are chosen. Welcome back to Deeper Dudes. But first, let's talk about why most men are getting this completely backward. You're watching dating guru videos, memorizing openers, trying to say the perfect thing. And women can smell that desperation from a mile away. Research shows that 67% of men report feeling less confident in dating now than men did 20 years ago. But we're bombarded with advice that treats attraction like a script you can memorize. What a load of crap. Nobody teaches us that attraction isn't about what you say. It's about who you are and what you can do. I know because I lived it. I spent years thinking I needed better lines, smoother approaches, the right cologne. And every interaction felt like a performance where I was failing the audition. Then I realized something that changed everything. But attraction isn't a performance. It's a response. It's what happens when a woman encounters a man who's genuinely capable, confident, and outcome independent. And here's exactly how to become that man. The first principle Dan and Chris discussed is competence building. Dan made it clear that the issue with modern men is they're focused on appearing attractive instead of becoming attractive. Here's the truth that changes everything. Women are biologically wired to be attracted to competence, not fake confidence, not rehearsed charm. Actual skill and capability in the real world. This comes from evolutionary psychology. For thousands of years, a woman's survival and her children's survival depended on choosing a capable man. That wiring doesn't disappear because we live in cities now. When you demonstrate real competence, whether it's physical skill, professional expertise, or practical ability, you trigger something primal. You become attractive not because of what you said, but because of what you can do. Here's how to apply it. Identify 3 skills you can develop that demonstrate competence, not hobbies. Skills that produce tangible results. Physical capability counts. Can you handle yourself physically? Do you train? Do you have strength and conditioning? Professional competence counts. Are you excellent at what you do? Can you solve problems others can't? Practical skills count. Can you fix things? Build things? Navigate challenging situations? Commit to deliberate practice in at least one of these areas for 90 days. Not casual dabbling. Real, progressive skill development. Let me give you a specific example. I watched a guy transform his dating life, not by learning better text game, but by becoming a legitimately skilled rock climber. He spent 6 months training 4 days a week. His body changed, his confidence changed. But more importantly, when he talked to women, he wasn't performing. He was just a guy who did something difficult and did it well. Women started asking him about it. Conversations became natural. Attraction followed competence. This is where real attraction begins. Not in your words, but in your capabilities. And once you're building genuine competence, the next principle amplifies everything. This leads directly into outcome independence, and it's where most men completely fall apart. Before we go any further, I want to pause for something important. None of what we've been talking about matters if we don't have the energy and clarity to actually implement it. We all know what it feels like to wake up exhausted. No energy, poor focus, and zero motivation. We also know what it feels like when we get good, restful sleep, targeted therapy, and the right supplements. I've personally tested more things than you can imagine. I'm like your personal guinea pig. Everything I have listed in the description below is science-backed and extensively tested. And if you grab anything through my links, you'll be supporting this channel at zero cost to you. Thanks for taking a look. Now let's get back to it. If this is helping, please hit that like button so more men can find this when they need it most. It helps the algorithm show this to guys who are tired of fake dating advice. And drop a comment. What's one skill you're committing to build? I want to hear what you're working on. Here's the truth about outcome independence that Dan emphasized. When you need a specific woman to be attracted to you, you've already lost. That neediness, that attachment to the outcome, it radiates from every word and action. Women sense it immediately. And it's the fastest attraction killer that exists. This is called approach anxiety and outcome dependence in behavioral psychology. When your emotional state depends on her response, your nervous system goes into threat mode. Your body language tightens, your voice changes. You become less attractive in real time because you're operating from scarcity. This means the only way to be genuinely attractive is to not need her attraction. You have to build a life where female attention is appreciated but not required. Where a yes is great and a no doesn't shake you. Dan mentioned this directly. The men who do best with women are the men who have so much going on, so many options, so much purpose, that any individual woman's response doesn't define them. That's outcome independence, and it's not a technique you fake, it's a reality you build. When I was younger, I would meet a woman I liked, and immediately, my entire emotional state would hinge on whether she liked me back. Every text became an anxiety spiral. Every conversation felt like a test I might fail. The neediness was palpable, and it destroyed attraction before it could even start. But when I shifted my focus to building a life I was genuinely proud of, something changed. I had my business, I had my training, I had my purpose. Meeting women became just one pleasant part of a full life, and ironically, that's when attraction became effortless. This leads directly into the most powerful principle Dan discussed, and that's where risk tolerance and boldness become life-changing. The final principle is developing comfort with risk and boldness. Dan's entire life demonstrates this. He doesn't play it safe. He takes big swings. He's comfortable with danger, uncertainty, and high-stakes situations. And that comfort with risk makes him magnetic. Here's why this matters for attraction. Boldness is attractive because it's rare. Most men in modern society have had risk trained out of them. We're taught to be safe, compliant, risk-averse. But women are drawn to men who can handle uncertainty, make bold moves, and stay calm under pressure. Navy SEALs are trained specifically in stress inoculation. They're repeatedly exposed to high-stress, high-risk scenarios until their nervous system adapts. The result is a man who stays cool when things get chaotic. That calmness, that unshakability, is deeply attractive. Here's how to build it. Start taking calculated risks in low-stakes environments. Try a challenging physical activity that scares you a little. Rock climbing, martial arts, cold water immersion. Make bold social moves. Say what you actually think instead of what's safe. Start conversations with strangers. Take the lead in group situations. Push your professional comfort zone. Pitch the big idea. Take on the project others avoid. Bet on yourself. Track your physiological response to these situations. Notice how your heart rate and anxiety decrease with repeated exposure. When I started training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I was terrified of sparring. Getting choked out, dominated, humbled in front of others. But after 6 months of showing up, that fear turned into calm. I could handle physical confrontation without panic. And that inner calm changed how I showed up everywhere. In business meetings, in social situations, in interactions with women. I wasn't trying to project confidence. I had developed actual stress tolerance. Let me give you the full picture of how this works. A woman meets 2 men. The first man is polite, careful, says all the right things, but you can feel his anxiety. He needs her approval. He's playing it safe. The second man is calm, bold, speaks his mind, and clearly has a full life, whether she's interested or not. He's developed real skills. He's comfortable with risk. He's outcome independent. Which man is she attracted to? It's not even close. The second man triggers every attraction mechanism. Competence signals he can provide and protect. Outcome independence signals he has options and self-respect. Boldness signals he can handle challenges and lead. When you combine all three principles, competence building gives you genuine value, outcome independence frees you from neediness, and risk tolerance makes you magnetic. This is how men become genuinely attractive, not by learning tricks, but by becoming the kind of man women naturally choose. Not just getting attention, but earning genuine desire and respect. Drop a comment. Which principle are you starting with? Number 1, building competence. Number 2, outcome independence. Or number 3, risk tolerance. And here's the hard question. What have you been avoiding that would actually make you more attractive if you faced it? Well, that's it. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you found it helpful, please be sure to give it a like and maybe even subscribe to Deeper Dudes. And hit the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos. It all helps the channel more than you know, and it also tells us that we should make more content like this. We post videos every other day that tackle real challenges men face. Remember, struggling doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. The fact that you took time to watch this means you're ready for something better. Thanks again for watching and for checking out all the amazing products in the description below. They could jumpstart your healing journey. Catch you in the next one, Deeper Dudes. Until then, keep learning, keep growing, keep thriving.